Morning.
Good
Afternoon.
morning, everybody. Happy Sunday.
Happy Sunday. Roast beef Sunday. Okay, what do you got, Daz?
Okay, we have got the most amazing piece of beef. Rib of beef, my favorite cut, most favorite roasting joint. This is gonna go into the green egg, but first of all, we're gonna sear it, and I'm gonna show you that, but we need a lot of seasoning. The other things we're gonna do today, roast potatoes, but it's summer, so we're gonna do some beautiful French beans, haricots verts, and some Parma ham. And then Yorkshire puddings. This Yorkshire pudding mix was made yesterday.
Okay,
So,
you always want to make at least 30 minutes ahead.
30 minutes before, and I can tell you what went in there when we do that a bit later.
Okay, so
Okay.
are you going to sear your beef?
I'm gonna season it. Big time season.
Okay.
Big time season. So I'm gonna season this all over, so come back in a minute and I'll show you what we do with it. So I'm gonna do the side as well.
Okay, what have you done?
So what I just did there, because it's really dry, this beef, because it's dry aged beef, so it's beautiful. But I want the seasoning to just stick. Now there's tons of fat on there, so I just put a tiny little bit of oil on there, just to make sure all my salt sticks.
So you just rubbed olive oil all over it?
Yeah, well I just put a tiny bit on there, on the fat, but actually here you don't need it because it's really, I'm gonna tip this on.
Just tip it on because we probably need more.
No, I know, look at that. I want lots and lots and lots of salt, and I want lots and lots and lots of pepper. Okay, and that's it. Quick wash.
Okay, so do you do both sides, do you?
Yeah.
Both sides, and then you also do the top of the fat as well. So you're going to do that side too?
I've done that side already.
You've done that side already. Okay,
Yeah.
great.
And I want this pan to be hot.
Yeah.
So this is my.
So it's got hot olive oil in it.
It's got hot oil in, not olive oil. You don't need
hot oil.
It. It's
Okay,
just,
fine.
and I tell you what, you don't really need oil. You're searing, remember. Some people will say, and in fact, it's got probably a bit too much oil. So I'm going to take some out, put it in my little pot.
Your pick.
Because the moment what we're trying to do is we're trying to colour it. We just want to sear the outside. And don't forget, it's going into a green egg. So I
Okay.
want that to be hot. How hot is it? I want you to see it hot. But it just needs a second more because the whole idea is to seal it.
Let's wait for it to heat up a bit.
Okay.
Should we look at your shoes in the meantime? They match.
These are my Christmas present, darling.
I bought them.
I love these.
Christmas.
I love these. Yeah, Christmas.
Right,
Well,
with
it's been the
your
first
top
time.
Daz.
I only wore them once, so lovely.
Okay.
So listen.
Oh, that sounds pretty warm to me.
Yeah. So you're going to see what's going to happen to that in a minute. We're going to do one side, two sides, three sides. You don't need the underneath because it's got bone in.
Okay.
I want that to colour. You'll see what I'm going to do it in a minute.
How long should it sit on there for?
Well, it's until it's brown enough, but it's probably going to need 2 or 3 minutes per side.
2 or 3 minutes per side. Okay. Well, I think I should go do something in the meantime.
Okay.
Okay.
And this is a him, isn't it, today?
Then.
This is a him.
Okay. So you moved it.
I've just now put
And
him
now
on
you put
the
it on the side.
on the fat side, and then
fat
in a
side.
minute we're going to turn him on this side.
How long are you going to leave it on the fat?
I'm
for?
going to leave it each time 2 or 3 minutes. I just want to colour it, that's all. I want to give it that little colour, which is so nice. We've had a couple of minutes that side, we've had a couple of minutes on the top side, and now, please be careful when you're doing all this. I'm going to put it on that side, but now look at the fat. Look at how gorgeous that is. That brown, that little tiny bit of that is, to me, what I want. I want the super flavour.
Okay.
And we're going to do the same thing this side, and then we're going to load him on the green egg, and I'll tell you how long to leave it on the green egg for.
Ready.
So, we're going to, now I'm picking this up. Please don't, most joints of beef are not this big, by the way, but can you see how beautiful
I
that
bought
is?
it. That's why I always kind of go big.
But just look at that. Now we're going to go and put him on the green egg.
All right. I'm following you.
That does look so beautiful. So, come outside. The weather is gorgeous. There's green egg. Now, I'm not going to put anything else in here today. You know, last time when we did the chicken,
We did all
put
the-
loads of the...
yeah, we did
This
all
is
the-
clean. This is beautiful. This is beef. This is
Yeah.
British beef. So I'm going to literally pick him up and stick him
Stick
on
him on?
there. That is 2.8 kilos. I'm going to leave that in here at about a 400-ish. I'm going to watch it all the time, and that is going to be in there for 2 hours 10 to 2 hours 30, but I'm going to check on it. and I'll show you a bit later how to check.
And you said it was 40 minutes per kilo, roughly?
For medium rare, about 40 minutes per kilo.
Okay.
For medium, another 10 minutes, 50 minutes per kilo.
Okay, and what about the Australians who like it well done?
It's a...
Like me.
Just let it go.
Just let it go. Just come back tomorrow.
Come back tomorrow. This is my tray. It's going to be for my potatoes. I've got some goose fat, but I've also kept my beef fat.
Yes,
because I'm just going to roll my potatoes round in there because I want to get all the beef. Then I'm going to transfer there with goose fat. So we've got beef. We're having beef and goose.
Okay.
So preparation.
And then
is
with
the key.
your Yorkshire puds, because everyone wants to know how to do the perfect Yorkshire pud.
So in here.
So did you oil up the side?
I haven't. Oh, well, we're not putting these in anyway yet.
But you will oil the sides.
I will do. Yeah.
Yes.
Oil. Heat the oil. And in here.
Yep.
This was made yesterday evening. I put around about 200 grams of flour, 4 eggs, and what was it? It's 400 milliliters.
Mils.
Milliliters.
Yep.
No, hang on, it's 300 milliliters.
300 mil.
Yeah, I have to do it in pints. 300 milliliters, 200 flour, 4 eggs.
Okay, great. And then just whisk it up. Did you put salt and pepper in?
I put salt and pepper in.
Great. Let's go, Daz. Is it ready?
Right,
It's been 2.5 hours.
We are there. Look at that. Look at my baby.
Look at that.
Now,
Wow, that does look pretty good.
There.
Right.
Line up there, got it.
Okay.
That is
Am I following you?
And 220, 230, 220, 230.
230, something
So now
like
we're going to
that.
bring
Okay, I'm
bring
just
him
doing
back
that.
over here.
Love to watch you walk, Daz.
And
Okay.
and I'm going to leave that there. I'm going to put a little bit of foil on it. I'm going to let it rest for about 30 minutes. And in the meantime, we're going to do our Yorkshire puds.
Let's do that. Great. Okay, you're going to put them in the oven first, are you? To get them ready?
I'm going to put these in the oven, yeah.
Okay. Yep. With
So
oil in the bottom.
These are our
These are the Yorkies.
Yorkie puds.
Okay.
I'm going to put them in, heat them up.
So you have to heat it up. Okay.
Now, most people have a Yorkshire pudding tray. We haven't got one. And then what we're going to do our haricots verts, our French beans in Parma ham.
Okay.
And gorgeous Cornish butter.
Ooh, yummy.
I'm going to chop this up now.
So
when
you've got
I must just tell you something.
Yeah.
When you were doing your Insta story live, I did the beans. So I cooked these beans.
Yeah.
And I refreshed them. That means I cooked them for about 4 to 5 minutes. They're lovely and crispy.
And then you just put them in cold water. So refreshing means you put them in cold water.
Perfect.
Crunchy. Yummy.
Put them in cold water, stop the cooking. So now we can hold them.
Okay.
Try and make cooking simple. Make it easy for yourself. In a minute.
So you refresh it. So when you say refresh and hold, it means you put it into cold water and refreshing stops it cooking.
Stop the cooking process. So now they're lovely and green.
Yep.
And I'm going to put them in here in a minute with some butter and my Parma ham. I'm going to crisp the
Look at our
Parma ham
little
first.
tin
Everyone's
down
looking
here.
at me 'cause I've got the ham.
Everyone's yeah, because you got the ham. Okay, we'll come back.
I'll quickly do this for Donna as she's doing her live. So I have boiled these for about 7 minutes. Look, and the old classic Delia shake. So you shake them, fluff them up, and I'm about to put these in. I'm going to just quickly seal them in a bit of that beef and goose fat, and then I'm going to put them in the oven. Okay, everybody, Donna's still doing her live, so I'm trying to do this one-handed. What I did was, this is my baking tray here. The only reason I put these, sorry, I'm doing one-handed. The only reason I put these in the pan is because I wanted to use that beef fat up. So now, quite simply, all I did is I just give them a bit of colour, roll around in that fat. There are my potatoes. They will colour themselves in the oven beautifully. And, sorry if I'm going slightly, there we are. I'm trying to hold the camera. There we go. And I'm just going to put those in the oven. And they will go in for, well, about, how long were they going for? Another 30 minutes or so, but you know, always watch food all the time.
But we does it always misses the good bit. So what did you just do?
I've got a mouthful of haricots verts, by the way.
Okay.
So this is the juice that I caught from the beef. I'm only going to say this, that you need to have the right, I haven't got the right.
Don't try this at home.
This is super, super hot.
Yeah.
So I'm going to now use this because I want to make some gravy, of course.
Okay.
So this is the perfect, but this is seriously hot. So
Okay.
please don't do this. This is something that you know, even I shouldn't be doing, but we're going in with this anyway. Okay.
So these just came out of the oven, red hot.
Just came out of the oven, red hot. Now this is not.
How long did you put them in? Like 5 minutes? 5 minutes?
Yeah, only 5. And we're going to
And
get.
it's quite. And the oven is like
Well, it is just. I turned it up a bit.
220. I'm just looking at it.
Just turned it up because now I'm just getting the oil around because we want to make sure that our Yorkies don't stick. Now, remember, when you don't need these individual ones, by the way, just let me tell you that.
You just do one big one, couldn't you?
We don't actually, believe it or not, we don't have a Yorkshire pudding dish. That's why we're doing it like this.
I like individual
I
ones.
quite like the idea of this. Yeah, I mean, it's like those little. So we're going to put about so much, about what? About a quarter.
Like a little ladle and a half in each one. That's my mini ladle I use to make
Quarter, yeah.
pancakes.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, it's sort of like a pancake mix, isn't it? Really, just with more eggs. That's all. So I can always save this mix in case we want to do a toad in the hole or something.
Yeah.
So we're going to see what happens with this. This is quite an unusual way of doing Yorkshire puds, by the way, ladies and gentlemen.
Why is that an unusual way? Okay, that one needs more.
No, I don't want to put any more in because of that. Okay, I'll tell you what you could. Oh no,
I could open the oven.
No, I'm done.
Okay.
Oh, right, Hooli, mind yourself.
I've got dogs everywhere.
Most important, remember,
Fernando's
when you
has
take
come
something out of the oven,
shooting past.
everything is hot. So let's put him in. I'm going to put it on 200, 220,
For how
and
long?
keep an eye for about 25 minutes.
25 minutes. Okay, great.
My French beans, we're going to toss them off. Okay, here we go. Sound like Paul Hollywood, you keep laughing at everything, you know, pull it off, toss it off. But anyway,
What are you going to say?
we're going to toss these off in the butter. Now,
Look at the gravy.
one thing about French beans. French beans go amazingly well with black pepper.
Okay.
And of course, butter, and of course, salt.
Salt.
So, and you've got that lovely saltiness in the ham. And then, now, I thought about just, we're just going to get those in there. I don't want them all to cook. I'm sort of just getting ready now. So right now, that's all I'm going to do. I'm just put it here, do nothing else.
Okay. So how did you get that out?
Okay, so I just took that bone from there, out of there. So that bone was in there, and I've just taken that, went round the top.
He never shows you the actual.
I'm sorry.
Because actually, that's quite interesting.
Because I'm about to carve now.
From there.
From
and
here.
then where was that bit?
So that bit was on there, but that bit, as you come around it, you cut that off. So there's my beautiful rib.
But is that meat in there? Or?
Yeah.
Okay,
Beautiful
fine.
meat.
Yep.
Hey, look at the Yorkies.
Look at the Yorkies. Oh my god. Oh my god. Annalise is going to be so happy. Okay. So now you're going to carve that. You're going to carve. Okay, we're almost there.
So I'm just carving this, as you can see. That's the fat. That's the top bit, which I love.
Yeah.
Now, personally, I wanted it a bit rarer, but for me, actually, it's going to be nice and
I
so.
think
No,
it's nice.
no.
Because you kind of got something for everyone there.
I know, but I wanted it. I like it quite rare.
Yeah.
And so, but actually, no, it's quite nice.
I think it's
but
good.
Actually, it's really good. I wanted it rarer for me, but obviously, it's not all for me. It's not just me.
Perfect.
How gorgeous is that?
So
look at that piece of beef, and look at that gorgeous fat. Actually, that's really nice. I'd like it a dash rarer for me, but the green egg is always a bit tricky.
You need to get the Yorkies out. Look at
They're
them.
not ready yet. We're just getting everything ready.
Look at them. Look, Fernando is like beside himself. Oh my god, they're massive. Oh, I just missed the gravy.
We're over here.
Okay.
So that gravy was that gorgeous residue that we had from the meat. And I put just a dash of flour in, some butter, whisked it up, and water.
And that was it.
And loads of seasoning.
And loads of seasoning. Okay.
And here.
No, we're not using that dish.
Not using that dish.
No.
Okay. All right. This dish. Okay. Here are the French beans with the Parma ham seasoning, and we just thrown a couple little cherry tomatoes in there.
That looks amazing.
And that's going over here. Put that there, and now
Yummy.
Wow, look at these babies. Look at these babies.
Let's see. Woo.
Ready?
Yep.
Okay. Yorkshire puds.
They
Honestly,
are the best
if
Yorkshire
anyone-
puds I've ever seen.
Bear in mind, I don't come from Yorkshire. Mind yourself, Donny.
Yep.
I'm coming up there. I don't come from Yorkshire, but as a southerner, that's not bad Yorkshire puds.
Yeah. Oh, I wish I was eating right now.
Wow, look at those.
So good.
So, everybody,
Look at
have
that.
an amazing Sunday. Sunday lunch, sun's out. Enjoy rib, roast potatoes, fabulous Yorkies, amazing gravy, French beans, Parma ham, cherry tomatoes, lots of love.
We didn't even talk about potatoes. We'll
Sorry.
do that next time.